Hello, my name is Robin Lawson. I am the author of Swing Your Pain Away and the founder of the Silk Swing Studio. The Silk Swing Studio is a unique, home-based, and portable aerial silk therapeutic practice designed to relieve chronic pain and mental maladies. This pain relief and self-soothing program is affordable, easy to use, and perfectly customizable to your unique needs. Join me today on my own healing journey in the swings. The practice of hanging, the practice of gripping, the practice of pulling and pressing, a practice of swaying, pulling my arms back into place. Ah, 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 ah. Creating more ease and fluidity in my tissues with the rubber air ball beneath me and the viscoelastic silk fabric. You can see how this, just standing on this, gathering the fabric like this works the intrinsic musculature of my hands, particularly on the top of my hands and my fingers. Now, I'm not saying this is right for you, what it is that I'm doing right now. But I am saying you could use the swings. At least for self-soothing. The fabric is rigid on the vertical plane, but has viscoelastic properties all around it. So the body moving through it moves its spiral, energetic, and soft tissue connections. So it's not really a work out, but rather a work in. And it is not rigid. It is not hard. And once you begin to understand the properties of the fabric and how to rig and tie it and use it for your own rehabilitation, your own rehabilitation. So the rigid part of the swing is under my tailbone. I'm just pressing out through my arms on the rigid ends of the fabric. Pressing forward with my feet. Allowing my breath to come naturally and not being self-conscious about it. Allowing my body to make any sound that come out of it. I'm actually pumping energy spirally through my system. Creating a bioenergetic field. Even I can become self-conscious about it. I'm sorry. I'm having memories. More memories. I don't want to feel broken anymore. I release my brokenness. I am fully alive and fully present. My body is filled with feelings. My body is filled with feelings. I'm full of feelings. I release. I release you. 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 So many feelings. I'm pressing forward with my hands and back with my elbows. And down through my ankles and feet. Wanting my body to become more fluid, but not intentionally, instinctually and primally. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. I've healed from paralysis. I'm strong. I've healed from an emergency C-section. I am strong. And even if I am not strong, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is strong. It is the glue that keeps me together, like connective tissue. To the book of my soul within me, within my fleshly body. With my fleshly, sinuous, somatosensory body. Sinuous and somatosensory pressurized medium or apparatus. Everything held together in tensegrity, mediated by neurotransmitter and chemical interactions produced by the feeling state, the sensory input, the perceptions, the interpretations, and resonant frequencies. I have been in grief for so long now. And the truth is, as I begin to recover from these traumas and I begin to forget that I did not heal me, live through it. My body is not just what it is what it is becoming. It was once a sperm drop and an egg. The sperm and the egg, the water and the earth, the dry and the wet. A great spiritual mystery. We are born conceived into water, conceived into fluid and pressure, conceived into a viscoelastic fluid pressure. I feel like I'm pushing myself back together. Certainly pushing my left arm back into socket. For myself, I feel that chiropractic care is incredibly beneficial, and I'm working with an amazing chiropractor right now who has made such a difference in my body within, I think I've had 3, maybe 4 visits with him now. But how do we stop the body from going back into the same compensatory pattern which the tissues have adopted to hold the body upright in gravity? So whereas the chiropractor relieves the subluxations and disorderly alignment to facilitate nerve transmission, a viscoelastic medium takes it to the next level by helping you remodel your soft tissue around it, unwinding or creating new compensatory patterns where the tissues can stretch and remodel themselves around it. I'm actually pressing into my hip joints here And I'm getting some myofascial release on my spine. Pressing down with my feet is giving me a great tone in my hips. I can feel it all the way up into my stomach. Stretching my hamstrings and my calves and my feet viscoelastically. Bouncing slightly on the rigid back of the twin tails. Massaging my tailbone. Putting my knees together. Tightening my legs. Pressing through my right, my left, my right, my left. Now all this for I use them to rehabilitate my own neuromusculoskeletal and emotional trauma triggered by a very traumatic automobile accident. The truth is, it is amazing I even walked out of it. All unscripted, completely unscripted. I feel I want to step out of the energetic swing and reposition myself in the hammock mount. Can you tell I live near the airport? But hey, I'm in a swing. How cool is that? I could be hanging this in a tree. Laying the full width of the hammock. Swaying from side to side. Allowing myself to relax and move organically. Very primordial and infant-like. My body doing its own thing. Within the swing. Of calming my nervous system. Bringing oxygenated blood all of my capillaries. And tissue transmitters and receivers. Allowing my breath to come naturally and primally. Knowing and trusting my body. To tell me the truth about a thing. I hope you can see this thing I'm doing with my legs again, which is unscripted and I may never have done before. Disconnect a little that condition, the transverse and spiral body, other than a medium like the fabric. As I'm bouncing here, I'm pressing down through my feet, pointing my toes, squeezing my whole body, pressing forward on the rigid parts of the hammock with my elbows. It lifts my head. I'm not sure if you can see this from your angle. Squeezing my whole body into itself. Squeezing my legs together tight, tight, tight. Pressing out, looking back. Coming up to sit. Or pike, or partial sit. unscripted, unprimal. I'm pulling through my arms and pressing out with my feet. Let's see if I hung this at the right height so that I can actually use it for my head. Let's see. It might be too low. Using the rigidity of the twin tails as myofascial release and massage of my cerebellum. Gently pressing my head to the side and up. Rolling my head from side to side with the support of the fabric and the removal of gravity. Trusting my body. Trusting my body. Trusting my body. Trusting my body. Tightening my legs. Bringing my left foot, bending my knee, bring my left foot towards my butt. I'm going to press into my foot and come up onto my knee and foot. Bring my hand through and grab the front of the hammock. Step into it, trying to get my feet somewhat in the center. Up on my toes. Squatting and draping. My hands gripping, my arms draping, my spine draping. Draping, draping, draping. And breathing and draping. Pressing down through the feet, up and back, massaging my trapezius. Coming back into a sinuous squat and a sinuous stand and squat, stand, sinuous somatosensory reconditioning practice. I believe in my body. I believe my body. I believe my body. I believe my body. Pulling down through my arms, squeezing my legs together, pressing back with my shins, pressing into my shins, getting a Charlie horse now in my right calf. Waking up a neurological and energetic connection. Wake up, calf. Wake up, calf. It's released. Bringing my knees together. And out to the sides. Rising up, arching and looking back. Writhing back down, sinuous movements, knees together. Pulling down with the arms. Just pulling down with the arms. This is a work in, not a work out. Pull yourself into place. Pull yourself back together. More feelings. More feelings. Knees together, writhing sinuously up, arching and looking back. Reverse, sinuous, sitting, arch and look back. Writhing sinuously, up and down, gripping and pulling, spreading and contracting, working all the pumps in all your systems. Pumping energy immediately bioavailable energy through the entire organism, working not just one part but all parts. I think chronic pain and mental maladies can come to us from any angle, from any condition, from any circumstance or event. For myself, I feel what kept me locked in the trauma and cumulatively acquiring more traumas was a lack of proper resources to structure and contain my healing, but was rigid and formulaic and diagnostic and completely separated. My body and my soul are one. My body and my soul are one. My body and my soul are one. My soul is whole. 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 My body 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 is whole. Pressing my head against the fabric, pressing down with my knees, through my calves and my feet, pressing forward with my head, pressing down with my knee, squeezing my legs together, squeezing myself into myself, pressing down through my knees, forward through my head, coming to sit on my heels, sinuous, writhing. I thought I would use the Bosu ball today, but I don't know how much I am really. Holding the fabric with my feet is very calming and sensuous. Again, writhing sinuously, letting the rigid parts of the fabric provide massage and myofascial reliefs, And the tangential stretch to provide resistance. Unilaterally, maybe. Uniformly. Unidirectionally. Unidirectionally, maybe. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. More feelings. Oh, my goodness. The stretch of my back leg actually feels a little bit too much for me. But this cushioned ball feels really nice. Let's bring it over here and see what happens. It's the first time I'm using the Bosu ball outside at this higher mounting height. Pulling down with my arms out to the sides. Trying to step and roll from the front of my foot to the back of my foot. Making contact with the full bottom of my foot. I'm almost feeling like I'm done with swinging for the day. Oh, but I do want to try a couple of floor exercises. I have support for my leg, and I'm pressing down. Massaging and strengthening all the tissues around my knee, the back of the calf, particularly where it joins the knee. Bending and pressing, pulling, pushing. Even my buttocks are tightening. And my stomach is engaged. Switching legs. I think I'll put my eye patch back on. I like to wrap my hands multiple times. There we go. I guess it doesn't matter for the purpose of this exercise. Again, pressing down to the back of my leg, specifically the back of my calf. Also, strengthening my hamstrings here, feeling a Charlie horse coming on. I'm going to see if I can hold here. Moving intuitively. Pressing my arms out to the sides, tucking my knees to my chest, pressing forward with my legs, lifting my hips, pulling out to the sides, lowering my hips, seeing if I can come from my back, one vertebra at a time. Resting, lifting, massaging my traps with a 1-inch spongy foam mat. Rolling my head from side to side. Rolling from side to side. Pulling and pulling. Tucking. Pulling and pulling. Massaging my traps. Lifting my head up. Lifting my head up. Curling and lifting. Curling and lifting. Pulling and lifting. Pulling, curling, and lifting. Pull, curl, and lift. Resistance on the release, as well as the approach. Massaging my lumbar spine. Think of this like Shavasana. This is really great. The suspension of my left leg at the ankle here, where I have damage from the car accident into my left knee and my left hip. moving fluidly, with the support of a viscoelastic medium. Moving very slowly, but connectedly. Feeling in my leg all the connections from my hip joint through my hip flexors. Charlie horse in my right hamstring. Sometimes I just don't know what to do. How about you? Do you need relief? Some area in your life? Do you feel like you live in a constant pain body? Psychological pain? Do you wish that there was a way that you could really calm yourself down and change your feeling state and then your state of confidence? I use the swings for that. And I'm thrilled to be sharing it with you. Have a great day. Thank you.